Notice I've got the impeller in there. The key slot is mounted, is lined up inside the housing. The housing has a key slot that goes clear through the housing. That's very important to know. Okay, now it's very important that you maintain the key slot through the housing. Mount it. It only fits one way on the lower end. And it wouldn't hurt a bit. Here, let me line this up a little bit more. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. Only fits one way. There, now it's all lined up. Okay. Then you take your key slot, you got the impeller inside the key slot, and you make sure the key slot goes, it comes all the way through here. I think you can see that. And then you mount this back on here. It only fits one way. Okay. Now, you go ahead and reinsert the bolts that hold that in place. And the magic of the whole thing, to take this engine apart, is, here I'm going to break loose and go back over to the motor, is there's a keyway right here on the side, and there's a key that's only like a half a key, and it goes in the hole. In fact, I would use a little RTV or something to kind of keep it in there so you don't lose it like that. Okay. And you go ahead and line it up straight up and down like that. And then you put the leg on it. And actually, when you know this secret, you won't even have to take the leg off. Put the leg on. And you can see the key. Okay. On the top of the motor, on the flywheel, there's a straight line, like on a timing on a car. If you line that straight line up with the motor's got a little notch on it, then when you take this loose right here, the propeller, let me go get that. And you have your keyway all adjusted. When you put this on, you can see that the keyway in there and the key there lines up. So all you need to do is rotate the top, take this loose, rotate the top of the motor, or rotate it to those two marks, and then gently move it around to where the keyway will actually release the impeller, and it comes off just like that. And if you know, I searched for a month and I couldn't find anybody that knew that, and I finally figured it out. So that's how it works. And then you can replace the components on the impeller shaft, and the parts are like $13 if you don't break this housing. If you don't break this housing, then you're in good shape. But you won't break it if you adjust the flywheel, I mean the engine, and adjust it to where the key can pass all the way through. I don't know if you can see that, but the keyway goes all the way through this. And that's the secret to getting that off. You just turn the top of the motor around until the keyway lines up, and then this whole assembly comes off. And I looked for a month for an idea, and I even went to a boat replace and everything else, and they had no idea. And so that's kind of, you'll want to replace this grease seal too. So if you don't break it, this part here is $13, and that seal I think is $6. And that's just the way it works. Oh, one other thing I wanted to tell you about. That's on that Johnson Seahorse. This is a beautiful little motor. I just couldn't understand how to get it to fix those parts. And I finally figured it out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. When you're done, you'll need to put some gear lube in it. And the gear lube is, go to Walmart and get some SuperTech 7590. It's a synthetic blend, and put that in your gear case. And happy fishing.